Let's get things started.
No more heroes, it's hero be killed. Catch on nobody but yourself. Nothing less to do.
Travis, it's kill or be killed.
Yo, hope everybody is doing well today. Today it is 7th of January, Wednesday. Today we're just going to be not discussing gaming news, just because there was a little bit of a somewhat discussion I wanted to have today. Nothing too crazy, nothing too in-depth. It's not for any particularly deep reason, I would say, or maybe it is deep, actually, I would say. At least to me. Maybe not to everybody else, but it is a little bit to me. I had recently an eye-opening conversation where I've been doing gaming news for like the last couple weeks or last few months, even on the stream and on the channel, and it just wasn't really enjoyable to me. Kind of like the fact where my time is so limited, and I typically only get, I would say, roughly 3 hours a day. Well, if that, 3 hours every stream at least to do something, play something, run something. And typically, if you know me, if you've been around a few times, you know that 2 hours of that ends up being spent on gaming news. And really, I just kind of wanted to have this conversation because it may help somebody else who was going through the same thing that I was. Just mainly because I think, what's the word for it? There's always that issue of doing something for fun initially, and making that decision on whether or not that thing can stay fun or that thing ends up turning into an obligation or a chore. Which is what I'm talking about, is like maybe adding too much friction and structure to a hobby, or even trying to attempt to monetize it in some way to the point where it stops being a hobby and you stop having that fun relationship with the hobby. Which I think at that point it stops being a hobby and it stops becoming a side hustle or more of an obligation if it ends up being your main source of income. And that's what I was trying to avoid, and I didn't even realize that's the box I was putting myself in, or at the very least trying so desperately to put myself in. Mainly because, of course, after you do this a while, this whole streaming thing a while, when it comes to content creation, streaming, or really just anything you're passionate about, you might have the natural urge to do one of two things. Either let yourself be bad at it and let it be something surface level, which is perfectly fine, 100% okay to do. So most people end up doing anyway. Or you end up getting that spark and hitting that passion so hard that you want to go to the next step, you want to go to the next level, and you want to be better at it. Something I can compare this to, if you're someone who started out doing doodles and little sketches here and there, then all of a sudden you decide you want to get better at drawing, where you start actually learning how to do anatomy, how to do different shapes, how to do shading, and it just goes deeper and deeper from there. And I think realizing that you want to take something to the next level, something that you have as a hobby, something that you're passionate about, is in itself perfectly fine. I think the thing that matters the most is the why. Why do you want to get better at this thing, or why do you want to take it deeper? Some people, they end up hoping one day to make money from that thing. Some people end up hoping just to be better, or just have a specific goal to draw maybe like somebody whose art they've seen before. If you're someone who makes videos, maybe it's to make a video on par, on caliber with the people you look up to, or to grow your channel, or to get a certain amount of subscribers, or maybe even to push your feelings out there and have that form of creative expression, which a lot of people are missing nowadays. I think when you look back and reflect at those things, you kind of get your answer over time, slowly but surely. And one of the reasons I wanted to get into this topic too is because for me, gaming news started to feel like a chore. Instead of starting to feel like something to look forward to, it ended up becoming more and more of an obligation, and more of a, not something to look forward to, but something that I kind of just started to dread a little bit. Nothing crazy, like I wasn't feeling super anxious on doing gaming news, but it always felt like, okay, I could never just turn on the stream and just stream. It's always, I gotta get these articles. I gotta make sure I read past the headline. I have to fact check them, which is all fine. But I realized while I like staying informed and while I like informing other people, it's not the sole thing that I want to do. Yo. 30 months, Jesus. Yo, what's up, Jay?
UUURRTTTYYYY fucking MOONNNNNTTHHHSSS main.
Yo, 30 months. 30 months. What's up, Jay? I appreciate you popping in. That's, oh my God, this is a long time. Let me clap it up. We've known each other for a very long time at this point. Our friendship has lasted longer than most relationships have. Oh my God, I left my water in the freezer. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I was about to take a drink of water and realized I did not have my bottle. Okay. Okay, crisis averted. I got it before it froze. Speaking of forgetting, right? Speaking of forgetting. The top almost didn't unscrew. I got to it just before it froze for real. But for anybody just coming in, I'm just having this conversation about why I'm going to stop doing gaming news. I'll still talk about things that happen in the gaming space. Like, for instance, the fact that Discord is trying to go public. How Steam had one of its biggest grossing months ever, $1.6 billion, and one of its biggest grossing years. And how Arc Raiders is doing really well. I'll still be talking about it, but I won't have this separate section for it. This whole separate segment where it's like, okay, we got to get through all this before we get to the games. It's, if I had to compare that feeling to anything and that workflow to anything, it's like trying to get into your hobby and you're adding roadblocks for yourself. Where, for instance, the reason I go to art so much is I think so many people can relate to this. The thought of wanting to draw, but then not feeling like you're in a place where you can actually do the thing. Or just any hobby, right? Where, okay, you say you want to exercise and you're like, well, I don't have a gym membership. And while you could exercise at home, you're like, I might not have the room. I might want to do cardio, but I don't have a jump rope or exercise bike or a treadmill. Or maybe you live on the second or third floor in a building, so you don't want to get one of those to upset your neighbors. Maybe you want to go for a run, but the sidewalks around you get like cracks in them or something different. How we kind of add these artificial roadblocks, or sometimes maybe you just do have these general roadblocks in your way where you feel like you cannot do the thing that you want to do, which stops you from getting involved in the thing that you want to do. Like for me, one of those things was drawing initially before I had an iPad, because I was never someone who felt like he had enough sketch paper, or I didn't like the whole thing where everything would get messy, where you would work with a pencil and piece of paper. But I really like digital art, and I've been drawing a lot more, and I wasn't thinking about getting good at it. I wasn't thinking about having any expectations, any obligations. I said, I want to draw, so I'm going to draw. And this is just to say that if you like the thing, do the thing. It can really just be that simple. If you enjoy something, or you know you're going to like something, just do that thing. Don't think about where it's going to take you. Don't give yourself any expectations. Do it because you like it. Because the only thing that matters between you and the hobby that you're partaking in is your personal relationship with that said hobby. If it's making you happy, and if you feel like you want to put time and effort into it. What's up, Liv? What's up, Nia? You don't have, if you're someone who makes beats, you don't have to post your beats. You don't have to make money off your beats. You don't have to add a producer tag. You don't have to do anything fancy. You don't have to be the next Metro Boomin, Jay Dilla, Pharrell, Kanye, Timbaland. You don't have to do any of that. If you're someone who likes drawing, you don't have to be the next Van Gogh or Picasso or Leonardo da Vinci. You don't have to do that. You can just draw things. You don't even have to show your drawings to anyone. You don't have to post your art. If you're someone who likes fighting games, you are not your rank. You are not how good you press buttons at the game. And I think it's important to remember that the hobby is part of you. The hobby is not you. Because sometimes we end up wrapping ourselves into our hobbies so much that we think, oh, that's who we are as a person. Like, no, we're all deeper than that. We all have different levels of our own personalities and our own interests, which help make up who we are, but it's not solely who we are. And one of the things to bring this like full circle is I saw all these different gaming news channels, and I really wanted to do that. But I realized the moment it became an obligation and the moment where I added too much structure to it is when it started feeling like a chore, when I stopped enjoying it, which is why I'm just not going to do it. Which is also what I think other people should do if they don't enjoy a said hobby. It's like if you see a bad movie and you know the movie is bad and you're watching the bad movie, walk out of the theater. If you're eating a bad meal, do not finish the meal. You can stop eating it. The sunk cost fallacy does not have to force you to finish that meal, force you to finish that movie. You might have driven 30 minutes to see the movie in the theater. You might have bought your food, got your popcorn and everything. No, walk out of that movie. Walk out of that movie. If you're working on a piece, if you're drawing, if you're painting, if you're making a video and you're noticing it's not good, scrap it. There's no shame in that. I was just talking to Jay earlier today. He was telling me about how Discord ended up being a thing because they were working on something completely different. And it was just something that helped them develop a game. And the game ended up failing. And then Discord was the best thing that came from that. And sometimes there's other things in life that are like that as well, where you might be working on something, you might be giving your all to one thing, and it might just not be for you. And I think it's important to recognize that and realize that, and not being ashamed of pivoting. Because sometimes we're ashamed to call it quits. Not everybody. Some people have no problem walking away from a bad thing or something they don't enjoy. Other people feel like they're now chained to that thing because they spend so much time and resources into trying to like something that they start gaslighting themselves, and they're thinking they actually do like that thing and that they have to do it. Either maybe because of peer pressure, pressure from their parents, or the fear of giving up and being seen as somebody who wasn't serious about it, and maybe even being made fun of if you are around a horrible group of people who don't really understand what that's like. But I'm saying all this to say, like, you don't have to extract value from a hobby to justify doing that hobby either. You don't, like we said before, you don't have to post your art, you don't have to make beats, you don't have to make money off of the hobby that you're doing in order to justify doing it. Even if you don't make a dime doing what it is that you love, the most important part is that you found something that you... Oh. Yo, what's up, Xavier? Appreciate you for the follow. Welcome to the Panda Army. I'm just telling everybody why I stopped doing gaming news, and hopefully this discussion ends up helping somebody else. Getting surface level deep, you know, dipping a toe into the swimming pool a little bit here. But just saying, like, the only thing that matters between you doing what you love is the fact that you're doing what you love. If you make money from it on the side, cool. But for me personally, like, I tell people all the time, even if I popped off streaming, I would never want this to be my main job, because I'm someone who cannot tie doing what they love into a job. It cannot be my main source of income. Like, everybody knows me. I love top on mental health. I love helping people. I cannot do it for a paycheck. I was going to school to do that. Now, while I do have my degree and everything, I realized very early on that I'd rather do something like peer-to-peer counseling on the side. I'd rather talk with you guys about these subjects, about mental health, about what people are going through, and have like these one-on-one interactions or just behind the scenes discussions and talks to help people that way. I cannot do it for a paycheck. Plus, people who work in the mental health field, social workers, psychotherapists, cognitive behavioral therapists, especially if we work in childcare like a pediatrician, even if it's in a clinical setting, they are some of the most overworked and underpaid people for what it is that they do. I hear stories all the time, like my mom's a nurse. I know people who work in the mental health field right now. I talked a lot about psychology and mental health with my psych teachers when I was going to college.
Real?
No.
Yes, we are. No idea. Congratulations on being second, Trey. I need money. But it's such a sad thing, right? Because here you are, you have to be passionate about something like that to even put yourself through something like that. You got so many years of school, you got clinicals, you have to get licensed, you have so many tests to pass, so many systems in check, not to mention how much money this costs. Like, that is, oh my God. Like, it is not an easy road. It is not an easy road. Which is why it's so important that you end up doing something that you love. Imagine if you went through all these hoops and then you end up finding out that you do not like what it is that you do. To me, being forced to do something you hate for the rest of your life is worse than death itself.
Nice cock. Perfect.
Oh my goodness. That was so very fun. The timing on these is insane, by the way. The timing on these is insane. But I can't buy into it. I personally can't do it. Like, even when I was doing the gaming news, like, seriously, and trying my best to get into it, I couldn't fully buy in. I hate clickbait. I hate the fact that you're forced to get clicks and try to do that kind of thing with how the YouTube algorithm works now. Like, you guys have all seen it, right? It's like, oh, this game broke me. Or here's 10 tips you need to know to be the best player at this game. If you're not using this loadout, you're trolling. You won't last 5 minutes playing this game. Now let me stop. But stuff like that on YouTube where everybody's constantly going through pushing algorithms and trying to earn the click. And it's not even all content that's worth watching. Mine included. Like, I've been guilty of it as well. So I'm someone who, like, this is my personal declaration that I'm not doing that anymore. I'm going to do my own thing. It's just what I like doing. I'm going to be playing games. Just letting y'all know, like, if you guys still want to talk about gaming news, like, I'm all for it. Like, I'm still staying informed. I'm all for informing people. Just to give y'all a general idea so people are like, oh, what happened? Are you not doing the gaming news anymore? No. No. Not like the segments and stuff I was doing before. I tried it a few different ways, and I think that's important too. If you really do have an interest in something, try it out. See if you like it. Give yourself a trial run. Maybe set some checks and balances. Don't spend too much money into the hobby if you're not sure if you're going to like it. Do the bare minimum that you can to get into it, because some of the best creative decisions and some of the best creative pieces of work come from having active limitations so that you're forced to be creative. And if you're someone who wants to draw art, I wouldn't recommend immediately buying an iPad. I'd recommend having a piece of paper, a pencil, and just start drawing like that. See if you like it. See if you want to even explore the hobby deep enough to get to a point where you would need to buy something different, because then at least you have an idea of what it is that you want, how you want to grow, and you start giving yourself different personal goals. And if you're someone who wanted to start streaming tomorrow, I would tell you to start like I did. Start streaming off of your console. You don't even need a camera. You don't need some big fancy computer. You don't need a crazy monitor. Give yourself the bare minimum to work with, as much as you're willing to put into it, because you never want to spend your life savings trying out something that you don't even know if you're fully going to like yet. But all that matters really is having that creative outlet. I even wrote notes on my phone to try and like keep myself on topic here. So that would be the main gist of everything. No, that would be pretty much it. Is just have that creative outlet and have it be that creative outlet. Don't force yourself into spending money on a hobby to try and have the best gear, or the, what's the word for it? Just because some YouTuber told you to, or somebody in the community was like, oh, you need this to do this. Like, no, you don't. There are people who've been using the same camera, the same monitor, who don't make content, who are way bigger streamers than I will ever be. There are people who wrote entire books on their phone and their notes, and they're best-selling authors. Creativity isn't something you can just throw money at. It's you. You are the secret to creativity. It's those information, those ideas, those plans, those goals that you have as a person, those things that you can pull out of your subconscious and put out there into the world. That's what makes you different from everybody else. You are the biggest key to your success and probably the biggest detractor of your failures. I don't think I used that right. I did not use that right. I was gonna say you are the biggest. You can either be your biggest cheerleader or your biggest contrarian, which is why people say it's so important to believe in yourself and to think that you can do something, because you can, as long as you believe you can. And this goes past limitations. This goes past ability. This goes past how creative you are. As long as the will is there, you have the capability to do it. But I think it's also important to be realistic about those capabilities and your skills. Like, don't get me wrong. Sometimes you have to be delusional to chase a dream, but sometimes not everybody can afford to be delusional. Like, if you came in and told me you wanted to do something and become like a famous actor, and you told me you were quitting your job, I wouldn't recommend doing that. I wouldn't recommend just immediately sacrificing everything and pivoting, because in this economy, you quit your job and you try to pursue something you've never done before. I'm keeping it real. Your ass might be homeless within the next few months. Which is why it's so important to take not just a calculated risk, but if you're taking a risk, have the safety net. But anyways, that's my I guess mental health reminder for the day and for the week, I suppose. But going forward, I'm just going to be playing games, which is what I wanted to do. Ultimately, I just wanted to play games and talk to you guys. Kind of have the feeling of, you know how you're staying at a friend's house and you guys might just be chopping it up, just hanging out with each other's, enjoying each other's company, and just happen to be playing games or doing whatever it is. It's more so that type of tone that I'm going for, but still being able to have these types of discussions and conversations. So going into this year, that's what I plan on doing. Anybody who sticks around, I'm eternally grateful for that and always thankful for that. But anybody else who doesn't, if this is your cup of tea, hey, I fully respect it. Not forcing anybody to stay around, you know. If you like to, cool. If not, it was nice having you here. But today we're going to be trying out a new game. A game that I think is a little overlooked, underappreciated, called Kiborg. If you guys have seen things on the YouTube side, you'll know. But if you haven't, that's the game we're going to be running today. So let me actually boot that up and switch over here. If I can find the game. Sometimes I end up going through my library and I'm like, oh, which game is it? But I hope this helps someone out there. I hope this helps everybody have that different type of appreciation for their hobby. And this is a lot closer to the type of content I want to make, where it's just me kind of like yapping away at my thoughts, but also saying some things here and there that could help somebody and maybe affect someone in ways I didn't know or couldn't even imagine. Because you never know. You never know what might inspire someone and what might click with them and what might gel with somebody. Like, it might just sound like complete garbage to you, but another person might fully enjoy everything you just said. Let me change games here. If it'll work properly, Jesus. If you guys can't hear audio, don't worry about that. I haven't clicked back into the game yet. Let me check the options here. Oh, post-processing, I always turn that down. This game is loud. My goodness. That was hard to listen to. Let me also make sure it's updated there. I booted it up just to see if everything would work, but I wanted to make sure I'm starting from scratch as well.
Damn! What have you done here? Morgan, this mega tower is the most secured prison in the galaxy. And the only way to escape from here is just within our soul. Of course, if you want to see your family again.
Man, it sounds like he smokes menthols and Newports all day.
Give up. No way, Ugly Buster. Oh, what a man! How do I freedom. Welcome to the last ticket.
Let me close this. Okay.
Hello. I'm Inga, your personal AI assistant. I'll be helping you recover after your recent brain injury. Due to your legal limitations, I can only offer occasional advice.
Legal limitations?
Engage in conversation. Please, access the help terminal near me for
we got
additional
hands.
information.
Let me go to my options. I think I have things. Oops. Set a little too far out for the FOV. Oh, motion blur? That needs to come off. We'll turn the shadows to low. Shadows steal your frame rate. I don't know what it is about shadows, but for some reason, no matter what I'm playing, they always steal your frames. I don't think I've met a game or any type of engine where the shadows weren't always stealing your frames. Okay, that's a little too low. We'll keep everything at 50. All right. Where are we going? Oh, there's a skill tree. Oh my god. Hey, we got enhancements. The sensitivity is crazy.
Welcome to the last ticket. The most brutal, crazy, and unpredictable show on Cable Galactica. Joining us tonight, Lee Morgan, the infamous butcher of Steinsburg.
Oh, that must be me.
War criminal for the ages, trying to escape his past. But well, it's hard to escape anything when you're locked in the most secure prison in the galaxy, isn't it, Morgan? Will Morgan succeed today?
What's up, Jay?
Or maybe one of his fellow inmates? To find out, stay tuned to the last ticket.
I gotta turn down the sensitivity because I feel like I'm moving way too fast. That the camera's going way too fast. End up getting somebody motion sick. I'm doing all right. I know that feeling, Dre. That's when I'm at work and I'm trying to talk to somebody and all of a sudden like 50 calls come through. I hate it so much. Oh, we're just going straight in? Okay. Oh. Wait. I don't know what the dodge button is. He's got guns? Who gave him guns? I want one. I think I'm gonna lock this at 60. Just to have a consistent experience. Do you have power attacks? I forgot the dodge button is A, it's not B. Or is it B? I think it's A. Oh my god. I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh, we got drop kicks? He was in the queue for 2 hours and some change. As soon as I say what up, oh, you want to have a convo, take this call? I feel it. I feel it.
Bravo.
I feel it. The king of drop kicks, man. I think that's low-key Maven from WWE. His drop kicks look so beautiful, man. He got some mad air on those too.
So, Lee Morgan just cleared his first room of bloodthirsty
I keep thinking Liv Morgan whenever he says Lee Morgan.
applause for our contestant.
Hype me up, hype me up.
Hear this, Morgan?
I almost died.
Audience loves you.
Wait, so
It's actually
B are special attacks?
Let it get into your head.
And we have a block button. Okay, left bumper to lock on to people. Interesting. So I'm guessing left trigger and right trigger must aim and shoot if we do get guns, because apparently we get weapons. So B is for special. Y is for heavies. X is for lights. A is for dodge. Right bumper for block, huh?
Your HP means death. It's usually rather safe, but reconstruction comes with a risk of a memory loss, like the one you're experiencing right now.
Oh, we have different rooms.
Don't worry. Eventually, most of your memories will return.
Oh, you gotta go first. Oh my god, he didn't care. Oh wait, you know, I should probably do that circular attack when I start getting jumped. He's dead. Who keeps giving you all guns? I think I have a stamina system. Is that where those bars at the bottom are? What do y'all have? Please don't tell me those are bombs. Those are bombs. Those are definitely bombs. Please. Please, I have a family, I think. I don't think he can remember at this point. All right, easy.
Well done.
Never panicked for a second.
Till next fight.
Oh wait, we get cybernetics? Okay. So torso has a flying drone ally that interrupts enemy attacks and inflicts bleed points. I need that, it sounds like. When finishing a combo with a heavy attack, you make additional super quick strikes. I like that as well. Blocking and aiming deploys a barrier that neutralizes any projectiles. You build up protection when the barrier gets hit. I'm a pretty defensive player, but I also like summoning things. I'm kind of close to toast, but I haven't been blocking either, so I'm gonna go with this torso. Sidearm magazine size increases ammo by the... Okay, so we do get guns. The drone fires an armor-piercing round every 10 seconds. I need that. We don't have a gun right now. Both of those diva guns. Could you imagine... Imagine you buy clothes from a clothes store and they start appearing on your body like that. That would be pretty cool, but also horrifying. Yeah, armor pierce. I'm gonna need that for those bigger guys. I think I saw Moist Critical playing this the other day and I was like, you know what? This looks really fun. Call us Venom, right? Actually, did you ever recommend Berserk the anime to a lady for her first anime to watch? No. Absolutely not. Unless she was already into that type of anime, I would almost never recommend anybody's first time watching anime for Berserk unless I was trolling them or I knew they already had that. Like, no, absolutely not. Oh god, that the horse scene. What happened to look, I'm not even gonna get into it. You recommend a woman Berserk for her first anime and y'all come back and have a conversation? If she even wants to talk to you after that, you're getting put on the list. You're getting put on the list, and I don't mean the one we all know. You're probably... oh man, that is a decision to be made. That is a decision to be made. I'd be surprised if y'all were still friends after that. She might not feel safe with you again. But the good... no!
Complete and utter disappointment.
I got too caught up talking about Berserk.
Match.
What's up, Baki's on the same level? I don't necessarily agree with that, but I can see why the sentiment is made because of what happens to women in Baki. I get it. That's very dicey. That's very dicey.
Lost. As you continue to fight, you're
Appreciate you still being here, Liv.
to unlock them.
It's...
This terminal and
if you're looking at it purely from a martial arts manga, which Baki at its core is so over the top, so outrageous, so crazy that you're like, okay, I can get entertained from that. But watching it through the eyes of a woman with how they treat women in that anime, this is why it's so dicey trying to recommend certain anime to certain people, because like Dandadan and Made in Abyss and Berserk and anime like those, where it's like they do not treat women well at all. And it's crazy because so many different manga were written and made by women, and there are some that have some really cool female characters, but it's a certain Japanese manga and a lot of them get way too rapey.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, Prison School, I'm not gonna lie, if you recommend somebody, if I were to watch Prison School, not even watch, if I were to get recommended Prison School by somebody and Food Wars on top of that, in my mind, I'm putting you in the Gooner category. I'm putting you in the Gooner category. If I come back and we have a conversation after that, I'm just gonna be
What is this?
just feeling like this.
This is whack. I can't get jiggy with this shit.
Like, oh man, it's crazy. Like some safe anime. Just so we're talking about anime. If you're looking for recommendations, hey, I can make one of these now. I would say, what's up, Morty? 91 Days is a pretty safe bet because it's a 12-episode anime. It's a banger. It deals with redo of a healer. Oh my god. Oh my god. Somebody recommends redo of a healer or Boku no Pico. I don't even know if we could be associated with each other anymore after that one. I don't even know. Never watching that again. Heal. Oh no. I don't even know how that got put and let on Crunchyroll. What are we doing? What is happening? You want to be promoted? Promoted to what? I want a hammer? Is that something that can happen? Oh, we got sidearms. But like certain safe anime I'd recommend, you know, stuff that's not too long. I'd always go between a 12 and 26 episode range. Those typically have a large variety. Lead moderator. Oh. Only thing I remember is Baki shadow boxing the praying mantis. Yeah. I remember that. So like if you want a similar Baki experience, I'd recommend checking out King and Ashura. The anime is a little dicey because a lot of the manga is cut out, but I'd recommend reading it. In all seriousness, the Saga of Tanya the Evil is a safe choice. That is also really good. If you like isekai anime like Konosuba, Saga of Tanya the Evil, if you like really dialogue and heavy and darker anime in terms of the isekai genre, check out Re:Zero. It's a lot to get through, but it's pretty cool. Solo Leveling is cool. Spy Family is really dope if you want to see a happy family where the parents don't die for once. Hunter x Hunter, if you're seeking a little bit of adventure, some positive, some negative, really good. They got some crash outs in that anime, some D1 crash outs. Gates, I haven't seen, but I'll take your word for it, Morty. I've heard good things about it. Summertime Rendering is a nice, what's the word for it? Mystery thriller type anime. Summertime Rendering, I believe that's 26 episodes. I watched that with my future wife. That was really good. It takes a lot of different turns, a lot of twists. A Parasite. The Devil's a Part-Timer is also really funny. the Demon King working at McDonald's. Really enjoyed that. To Be Hero X, I've heard as well. I'm trying to think of another one I've seen. I heard good things about Magi. Gachi Akuta. Check out Gachi Akuta. Cannot recommend that anime enough, especially if you're black. That is one of the rare few anime in modern times that is actually doing black people justice. And racists over the internet hate it. Which is showing you they're doing something good. Enemies killed by electricity create ball lightnings. Using super moves, ball lightnings fall towards enemies and may bounce to another target. Ooh. Upon taking damage, you build up regeneration, so when that damage is reflected back at enemies. I'm gonna need that. Let me put on my North Face jacket. But yeah, like this is exactly why I stopped doing gaming news. Because I would be doing gaming news right now and we wouldn't have the avenue to talk about a conversation like this. This is what I wanted. This is exactly the type of interactions and things and discussions I wanted to have that I was robbing myself of without even fully realizing it, because I was so desperately trying to chase that. Why he hit so hard? Ooh, is that for me? I wish there was a sprint button. I feel so chunky. I need to see what happens if I block an attack. Does that do any damage? No, as long as I have stamina. Get away from me! No, he's so much faster! Please! Like, I'm pressing every button I can. I don't know if it's like the left stick. Is it the left stick?
Congratulations. Congratulations on a successful fight.
No, it looks like if I just hold forward. Let me see. I need to know. You have the lock on. Key blast? I didn't realize we were playing as a Saiyan. Wait, so there's sets. Okay. Finishing a combo with a heavy attack creates chain lightning and jumps in. I need that. I need that. I'm unleashing my inner Enel from One Piece. The concept of One Piece is so crazy too, because what do you mean like I can travel the 7 seas and I just run into somebody who's made out of lightning?
Show. The first thing that I want.
Somebody who's light itself, somebody who's fire, someone who's ice.
Time. This is the best live action ever on Cable Galactica.
You mean to tell me this person can counter my entire kit?
I suppose
Because he's made out of rubber?
this is in order.
I'd be pissed.
Is an Omega 201 penitentiary. The mega tower
Oh, there's a map.
planet, unable to sustain life, and the most secure prison
okay.
in the galaxy. Each inmate here has been sentenced for at least 300 years without parole. There is
300 years without parole?
this little
Wait, what? I'm sorry?
parked on the roof, but it
Oh, and I can't dodge because I'm so hefty.
won't wait forever. Who'll
What-
be the one to gain their freedom tonight? Find out.
Okay.
Only on The Last Ticket.
Wait, what am I supposed to do here? I'm not understanding. Okay. Oh, we have a certain amount of time we're supposed to survive. Okay, that's what it is. I was looking for like a clock, indicator, anything. This is so ghetto. That's crazy. Guess we're going to the right again. So I didn't realize if you get the Guardian stuff, you end up becoming a slow moving tank, but that should have been self-explanatory. You guys know it's funny because Sony is constantly experimenting with that PlayStation AI patent, and they're trying to, oh my God! Put the bombs down. All right, I'm sorry, my mistake. I shouldn't have punched the guy with a giant bomb. I gotta get out of here. This is like that nightmare when something's chasing you and this is the fastest you can run. Why are there so many people with bombs? And why do they all want to chase me? There's 3 of them. That was diabolical. Ooh, a staff? Dual bats? A crude axe? What do y'all think we should take? Parrying costs 1 less shield. Damage to mutants 40%. Blocks reflect 30% of the damage back at enemies. Oh. Wait, there's parrying in here? Oh man, that's all you had to say. Bats with his with his bulky ass. Are we body shaming in 2020? Let me stop playing.
Good fight. We're waiting for the next one.
Oh my God, I'm moving. Hold on, wait a minute. Why am I moving faster than when I had without the bats? Oh wait, that's pretty cool. The camera's actually following my perspective. I have a camera in my chest. I don't know, Dre, don't pay me any mind. I'm just yapping. This is a good call on the bats. Oh my God, please. Please, please, please. I need to flex some of this damage back at him, right? They are Swiss cheesing me down. I really don't have a way to dodge or get out of the way of it. He just gets to shoot. Oh, you know what? I have a whole rocket fist. A chainsaw. Please. It's just like Bubba in Dead by Daylight. Oh, you can charge that. I like how the game is letting me figure stuff out for myself and isn't just telling me what to do. He's just eating that. I was mid-attack. That's why they didn't let me dodge. I'm sorry. Are my weapons gone? They are. Why is he so tanky? If he even breathes on me, I'm dead. Now we're playing Dark Souls. He's trying to bait me. How tanky is this dude? He's like not dying. This is gotta be like frustrating for both him and I. Got a little greedy there. Oh, thank goodness. Two-piece of doom, man. Two-piece of death and despair.
These punks remind me of the resistance fighters we fought against in Fringe Wars. Same dirt cheap homemade guns, same stupidity. Ah, those were the days. We were slaughtering poor bastards by the thousands.
Oh my god. Okay, so this looks like we spin and we... Oh, the spins cost money. Let's spin again. I don't want that reward. I guess so. We'll take it. Apparently gambling is not the right thing to do in this game. Let's get another gun. Oh, he's holding it sideways. This is supposed to give you a damage boost. Oh wait, there's got to be like a reload mechanic, right? Wow!
I was sure he'd win this.
He just leapt forward. I thought he said what a bum at first. My feelings are about to get hurt. Well, we lasted 9 minutes. And we unlocked different weapon sets. Okay.
You have unlocked your first special move, the Iron Fist. To use it, hold the block and look for hints on your HUD. Iron Fist can be charged to deal higher damage. All special attacks require energy to use.
Okay.
Accumulate energy by attacking and blocking.
Oh, we have dash attacks. Oh, this is how we did the... So you being locked on actually gives you access to different attacks. Did not know that. Okay. What else did I not know? Okay, so if you block those yellow attacks, that's 5 shields. If you block the white attacks, it's 1. If you block the red attacks, that's 10. I don't even have that many. Oh, so we do have a parry. I'm gonna die attempting this a lot. Oh, you can block bullets? I was wondering about that. Okay, okay. And you can aim to hit weak spots. Let me see how effective this parry is, or if I can parry consistently. Oh, that feels great. Oh, yeah, I was not gonna parry that in time. Oh, this is crazy. Too early. Oop, too late. It's the jump that gets me. It throws off my timing. This one we got though. Oh, he just died. Okay. All right, so there's some sauce in here. Not to mention everything with the skill tree too. Wait, so is it a distance thing? It is. Okay, okay. So if we're far away, he'll lunge to them. This almost kind of reminds me of the Batman Arkham games. Well, that's exactly what it reminds me of, I should say. Definitely want the health increase. Okay, I don't know what that one is yet. I would like to start with a gun. I would also like to start with a melee weapon. So this game doesn't really make you wait too long to get all the stuff you would want to start a run with. I like that. That's really cool. Is there anything else over here? Oh, so there's different bosses. There's a wave system. There's a tower system. Oh, there's skins. I really hate the... What's the word for it? The sound for scrolling through the menu and everything here. Yeah. Oh, there's... Wait, is there co-op? Well, it literally says co-op. Oh, but it's local. I guess if you wanted to do remote play with somebody on Steam, you could too. That's really cool. This game was only like 15 bucks. I think it's on sale still for anybody else interested in it. Shooting builds up burn on enemies for points of damage. I'm not grabbing that Guardian one again. Your secondary weapon is replaced with a Gauss revolver. The revolver deals increased damage to enemies with bleed, and for each of your augmentations, finishing a combo with heavy attack triggers a free shot from the revolver. Interesting. Sidearm magazine is increased by 30%. Ammo drop by enemies is increased by 25%. So definitely, I'm gonna want more ammo. I do like an extended mag though, but until I figure out fully how it works, I'd rather have a quicker reload time, especially if it's a revolver. Gotta like talk myself through these decisions. Even got nail guns. All these things are... Oh, a hammer, parrying dagger. And that adds bleed. This looks like a trench knife from World War... What was it, 1 or 2? I want to say it was the first one. Oh, okay. That wasn't scary at all. Oh, that felt so rewarding. Oh my god. I can see why they didn't immediately start off by giving me weapons. Oh, somebody's getting shanked up. Oh, he tried to Marty Dom me. Oh, this is great. All right. I'm gonna keep this dagger.
The curtain falls. Morgan.
Seems like I've stumbled across a hidden gem, man.
It was a simple punk, Morgan. How could they hurt you so badly? Were you not paying attention?
I didn't even know I got hit. I don't even know what I took damage from, actually. Wait, why am I missing 2 health?
You've acquired a sidearm.
Yes, I have.
It doesn't require manual targeting.
I've noticed.
Simply press the trigger to shoot. We call it a quick shot. You can't carry spare clips for your sidearm. To recover lost ammunition, attack opponents in close combat. Your internal nanobots will use the energy from your attacks to rebuild ammo in the weapon's magazine.
So you mean to tell me you're gonna reward me for stabbing people with more bullets? I shouldn't have came here. Okay. Oh, you know what? If we find one of those green squares, we can heal. Ah. Oh, and there's not always a green square either. I really wish there was a sprint, but that was probably a technical design decision, because this area would be really easy. Well, it looks like there's an auto sprint if you just hold forward a little bit either way. So a melee weapon or a gun. Why is that green and why is that brown? I don't know what that means. So it looks like right now we're in a futuristic world where you have to, if you end up in the trenches like this, you have to fight for your freedom. Definitely like a cyberpunk-esque aesthetic. That man was too dangerous to be left alive. Please. Okay, shooting them only made him angry. Okay. Oh wait, I have a parry. What am I doing? I don't have to keep running from that, man. Imagine if I could parry explosions. A fluorescent lamp? This causes burn and... I kind of want it. Funnily enough, these used to be some of my favorite weapons to see people use in martial arts movies because they always look so devastating. It's like seeing the lamp break and glass go flying everywhere and the lights turn off. Like it always looks so bad. It didn't look like you were gonna have a good time if you got hit by one of these. Like I remember some wrestling promotions like ECW, which they use so many different things, would use fluorescent lamps and pretty much anything they could get their hands on. I think Devon Dudley was talking about one day how it was like Concussion Central because they didn't gimmick any of their props. Everything was real. So if somebody got hit with a guitar on ECW, it was a real guitar. All was cool for the time. It's probably one of the reasons, unfortunately, that we don't see a lot of ECW legends around to this day. Ooh. Okay. Fine, gunslinger, legs, thunder god. Dodge is replaced with a teleport. Increases the reload of the sidearm. Increases the... Yeah, let's get these. That's so cool. Oh, where did my legs go?
The stage is completed.
I don't have legs anymore. Well, I have legs, but they're not. I'd be pissed. Imagine you go to the store and buy a new pair of legs Or buy some pants or some augments and you think they're gonna boost you, and then all of a sudden you wake up and your legs are just gone and now you have these big metal legs now.
You know what time it is, folks? Of course you are. It is
First thing you get hit with is no refunds.
the segment during which we're answering stupid questions from the audience. Submit yours today for my humiliation and win one of the select prizes from our sponsors, including the tourist trip to Omega 201. Your safety is not guaranteed.
Your safety is not guaranteed.
Josh asks, if the prison...
Oh, I was listening to that. Do I not have bullets? How do I reload? I must be missing something, right? Oh, well, I'll figure it out later. He's dead. That parry is rewarding. I wish I had a better sound, but it's nice. It felt good to use. I'm sorry? Yeah, I didn't think that was gonna do much to you. Okay, so now that I know we can lock on and just do this instead, this makes this fight so much easier. Yeah, okay. That's why he was always attacking so fast.
You beat everyone up.
You beat everyone up. Those men are dead. Rusty roller. A saw gun. Bleed and freeze. Damage to bosses increased by 15%. He's so casual about all of this.
When choosing the implant, it is important to consider which set it belongs to.
Yeah?
Guardian implants help with defense. Gunslinger, with handling of ranged weapons. Thunder God is all about energy accumulation and energy damage. Blur will improve your speed and melee damage as long as you maintain pressure on your enemies.
Nice. What is that? Looks like it's making your lungs gooey. Oh wait, no. I remember now. I have to like think what they're doing with their art, if they're referencing like what's the word for it? Different forms of life, or if they're just gonna do something crazy to our organs. Your maximum health is increased by 20%, but your current health is decreased by 40%. No, thank you. Yeah, these are all mutations. Ranged attacks deal 30% more damage, but melee attacks deal 15% less. Maximum health is increased by 15%. Shield capacity is decreased by 1. I'll take this. I want better movement speed. I don't mind if my range attacks deal less damage. Oh my god. They did say 30%. So that's why we don't have a sprint button. I guess slowly but surely over time I'm gonna learn what these mean. Let's increase the maximum. Where are we going? Oh, you don't stop running immediately when you take your finger off the stick. This game is momentum based, meaning if you start moving forward and you start trying to stop, it's gonna take you a second to actually move. Your character's actual weight. That's not even something I noticed at first. Picking up bosses, I guess, right? Sorry, you have rock cancer? Parry too early. I'm trying to get his parry timing down. Okay. Oh no, that's a throw? Okay, yeah. I should have got familiar with his timings before I went for the parries. Parries are actively killing me. Oh my god, he's piecing me up. I got something for you. Oh, I parried that. Man, it just starts dropping haymakers on you.
This is your last ticket.
Whew. Thank goodness I was blessed with quick reflexes. No, I tried to dodge. Oh my god. Oh, what a... I guess my reflexes were not as fast as I thought they were. That's crazy. That's crazy.
You've lost to Inmate Asteroid. It is
Inmate?
understandable, given your recent injury and the loss of combat skills. I hope you can see it not as a loss, but as an opportunity for improvement. He is the leader of the inmates here in the tower. Even challenging him is a great step forward.
You know, it's motivational, but I'm not trying to hear all that right now. Allows you to reject the implant and receive tokens. Thank you. I want also the tokens to have secondary stats. Oh, so they even have in the skill tree where you unlock synergy for implants. Okay. Yo, this game, I don't know, I'm having fun. Having fun, and that's what it's all about. I died horribly, but it was a good time. Let's see what else we have here. Left arm guardian. Blocking aiming deploys a projectile that... I'm sorry, a barrier. Jesus, I can't read. That neutralizes any projectiles. You build up protection when the barrier gets hit. I don't like being that slow, though. You receive an aura that builds up shock on enemies. I can shock... Hey, this is hockey. Let me stop. Okay, so I'm starting to understand the combo system a little bit here. It's everything flows into each other. The animations aren't super over the top and super great looking. They're not bad. I'm not saying they're bad, but everything is simple but effective. This why I auto gun. I'll take that. Let's hit the rubber hammer. I just think it'd be funny. It's all fun and games, so I'll pull out the soccer boppers, throw you a pair, and I say we gotta settle this only one way. All I'm missing now is a pair of moon boots. Okay, so you are committed if you swing with this weapon. There is no dodging halfway through. If you swing this thing, your mind is made up. This is crazy. He died from that. Okay, missed time to parry. I will say this is probably good for crowd control, though. He just decided to start shooting. Okay. So they're borderline swinging almost immediately when they're blue. Oh, you can combo that? That's pretty cool. The hammer is a nice idea, but it's probably not for me. Oh, it does like little to no damage too. That's funny. We've done knives before. Let's try a crude axe. Let's see how much the axe does, if there's any real difference. Oh, this is a lot faster.
Crowd is in ecstasy. Bravo!
Kind of moving right now. I look so old and tired. To be fair, I am battling to the death every day and forgetting some memories, so yeah.
Wow. That's a lot of bullet holes in places where you definitely should not have bullet holes. Are you sure you're all right, Morgan?
Go through here. Oh, this looks different. All the rooms look like they're procedurally generated as well. Oh yeah, you're not blocking that. I'm sorry. It's so funny. I need to practice my parries. Oh my god, he just wasn't gonna swing. He lulled me to sleep. It's time to parry again. It's funny because when I start looking for the parries, they stop immediately trying to hit me. Oh my god, that is a crazy backhand. Okay, so that's money. So those are tokens. So now I know what that symbol means. What's next? Gun. I don't want to go over there again, so I'm gonna go grab the gun. Let's see what we got. If we could have gotten like another Arkham game, I would have been so happy with that. Well, we are technically getting another Arkham game with the Lego Batman games, and honestly, those are fire. I can't be mad at that. I missed the drop kick. Right through the guard. No, put the guns down, Chicago. Gunslinger agent. Wait, so random bosses can just appear? He's got guns, because of course he does. Okay. Oh, he's got a knife. Oh, we got executions.
Want to talk about it?
My god.
Of course you don't.
That whole animation just reminded me of Prototype. Melee attacks deal additional electric damage. Let me take that. I want a full set. Almost left it. I'll get my reward. Oh, so ripping that man's arms off was just a bonus. Okay.
Call the cleaners. Let's clean out the arena.
Those more tokens. I do want another melee weapon, so let's go over here. I would love to see what this game would be like with co-op. Okay. I tried to shoot him. Hold on. There we go. I don't think I should go near those. I kept thinking it was right stick to lock on. That actually dented the wall. Me kicking his head into the wall actually dented the wall. That's pretty cool. Oh! I perfect parried and got punished for it. That was very risky. I should not have done that. It's a lot of damage. I almost died. The whole run almost ended. Get a knife.
Well done.
Haven't tried this out yet.
Let's go ahead.
Like how at first he says well done, but the moment you lose, he immediately starts talking shit about you.
I don't know why people keep falling for that.
I need some health. I need some health. More tokens. What you got for me? Another melee weapon? Let's get some money. Oops. Wasted some bullets.
Start the show.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at how fast he is with this knife. Would be a great pumpkin carver. Excuse me. Oh. Throwing grenades is crazy. No. That's so crazy. They're actually teaming up on me pretty effectively here. Can't let it all in here though. Ooh, gotta get out of there. Oh my god. Excuse me. Excuse me. Look at the way he's keeping pace with me. So it's you throwing the grenades. My goodness, man. Nope, put the guns down. This is crazy. No. Oh. That was close. It was too close.
You did it. Let's move on.
All that for a few dollars is crazy. Oh, a bar? Okay, okay. To have a nice drink. Tap water. Get fury and fighting the boss. Adds 10% fire damage to all attacks, abilities, and auras of the player. Liquid flame. Lightning in a bottle. Increase energy by 1 unit and fully restores it. Energy increases energy damage by 25%. Adds 10% electric damage to all attacks, auras, and abilities. Stores armor. Give me some tap water. You can't go wrong with tap water, right? And I guess we'll take the one that gives us extra damage for that. For lightning.
Bandits on these levels usually have rather basic weapons. The sprays, shooting from both hands, seem overwhelming, but you can simply block their shots without any risk.
I would have loved that tip like 20 or 30 minutes ago.
Though.
But that's nice. You know what? I ain't even mad. Okay, so you have to be careful doing even attacks like those. Oh, he was able to immediately turn? That's deadly.
This looks like your ass is starting to burn. Ha ha ha.
That actually damaged me. Oh.
It's probably just a flesh wound.
I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. I got a little too lost in the sauce, a little too anxious. Implant set unlocked Fenrir? Okay. So there's different implant sets too, huh?
You've just caused a negative state explosion. It happens when you accumulate a full amount of a negative state on the opponent already affected by this state. This explosion often deals a major damage and spreads the negative state in question onto surrounding opponents.
Okay. Oh, wait, we haven't beaten anyone yet, so we haven't unlocked any new skins and anything. I do want to get the set bonus. Because I do want to start getting those synergies. Once per run, when your health drops to 0, allows you to restore 10% of your health and lose a random implant. Okay. Yo, this skill tree is huge. Spare arms grants you a limited number of slots for melee weapons, so I can just keep having as many as I want. That's cool. I haven't seen a lot of games with like this that have a skill tree this deep. It's clear they have an idea and they're sticking to it, an essential theme, and I'm really enjoying that. Let's see what else they have for me here. Blur. I'm finishing a combo with a heavy attack and make additional super quick. Let's try this. I haven't tried this one yet. This reminds me of the cybernetics from, what was that one game? Crisis. The suit. Bumblebee. I imagine because this one must be super fast. Oh my god, yeah. Didn't even have a chance. I'm just flying. All right, yeah, this gun was not worth it. Oh, so those are the quick strikes. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Generates health each second if you have a long attack chain. I need that. Speed up per attack chain. Adds fire contact damage for every point of the attack chain. Yeah. All right, we just unlocked the Pacemaker 3000. Reminds me of that movie Crank, starring Jason Statham, where he was poisoned. In order to stop himself from dying, he had to keep his adrenaline levels up constantly. Crazy movie. Crazy movie. The second movie is even crazier. Look at that one, he has an artificial heart.
From the same set now have additional synergies. Acquire 2 implants from the same set to trigger its minor synergy.
Those movies are just crazy fun. Right? Oh my god. Oh my god. Just getting drop kicked to death. Should not have gotten this gun. It feels incredibly rewarding to zip around the map like this, though. Give me the nail gun. I will take the nail gun.
Keep it up. Moving forward.
What other crazy abilities or synergies can we get? I wish I knew what this skull symbol meant. I don't know if that's like a certain type of enemy I'm gonna be fighting in there, or if that's just a certain type of currency. I gotta figure that out. Oh. Receive a random melee weapon. What is this? Looks like the knife they tried to stab the boss's wife with in Smiling Friends. It ended up being a joke knife they paid like $600 for. Let's get some extra health. Smiling Friends is such a good show, man. Every time I watch it, it's one of those things I can keep constantly going back to and finding just different things happening in the background or different things I didn't catch the first time. And they're super short, so the show has a lot of rewatchability. It's one of those things that low-key gets better every time you see it. I don't want to go in that room again. It's cool that goes through people. Oh, whoops. Thought it exploded already.
Such barbarity.
Oh my god!
Close up.
Broke his back and took his heart? Oh wait, whoops. Oh, this is showing my build that I have now. Shooting builds up burn on enemies on each point of damage. Give me that. He's inside the wall. I took some damage I shouldn't have taken that round.
Yep, I love the show. Let's move on.
Blur implants rely heavily on your attack chain. It grows when land hits in combat, but is completely lost after several seconds of inactivity,
Fair enough.
or when you take damage.
I smell blood.
Oh my god, wait a minute. They didn't say that caused that. Oh, and it just goes. There's no way. So this just continuously happens. There's more? Okay, it's just a really long time. Oh, and these actually block it off, huh? Okay, nope. I was misinformed. Or maybe they do actually. Good lord, good lord, good lord. Not like this.
Oh, all those dreams and hopes crashed in a
I
moment.
hadn't dealt with that before. I didn't know what to do. I panicked. I wonder if I can block. No, I don't think you can block those actually.
You'll notice that your cybernetic implants now have new stats,
Oh.
which makes them incredibly powerful. In addition to its main effect, every implant has a primary stat and a number of secondary stats. These stats are the same across the whole set. For example, any Guardian implant will now grant you an additional shield as its primary stat.
Okay. Oh, that was it. That was the end of the explanation. Oh, good lord, I am broke. Let's see if there's anything else we can get, right? I would like to reduce the bullet spread, yeah. Let's get back in there. That wasn't such a good run, but this is the one. We're gonna beat the boss on this one. I feel good about it. Fenrir. Thrown weapon returns like a boomerang, losing durability for each enemy hit. Okay, maybe not. I want the blur set. I really do want to finish this blur set. Upon taking damage, reduces his basic attack chain and triggers a fire explosion. So if you hit me, I'll just explode. Let's get this operator. I haven't used this pistol yet. The daggers are great. Let me try the staff though. I'm trying to see like what all the capability of all the different weapons and equipment are. I'm not just trying to use the most best and broken thing. I'm gonna actually experiment.
Something interesting is coming.
Oh, unleashing my inner Red Robin. This is cool. I wonder how long it took them to make a game like this. Oh my goodness. I didn't think the box was actually gonna have me stuck like that. I thought I could zoom straight through it. I thought wrong. Sorry, did I just knock his head off with a staff? I did. That can't last 3 seconds longer. Let's get that. I want to see what it's like to have a full set. I don't know what just healed me, but something did. Those are tokens. That's a gun. Let's get the tokens. More money doesn't hurt. We're gonna need that for the meditation area anyway. Nope, put the guns down. I don't know if you have to be facing people to like actually block the attacks yet. I gotta actually end these chains with heavy attacks so I start benefiting from Blur a little more. Easy money.
Moving forward.
What is that? Is that like a special gun or a special type of enemy? Guess we're about to find out. I always wondered what it'd be like to be a participant in these arenas. Especially since this is an area where most people end up dying and then having themselves like reconstructed. Like, is there an insurance plan that comes along with that? Do you get dental, or if your teeth were bad before, do you come back with better teeth when your body gets reconstructed? Or if you had horrible teeth before, do they just reconstruct you with those? Oh, yep, so specific type of enemy. Jesus Christ!
Give me a close-up.
Good lord. He just popped up on screen and died. Firearms cause electric explosions. Okay, so let me see here. Give me the health regen. I want to just get a full continuous set at least one time. Ooh. Ooh. So we get 2 shotguns. This inflicts 10 points of bleed on enemies. Damage to bosses is increased by 15%. And this freezes enemies. But this one is a rocket launcher. 4 bullets in the mag. I don't know. Kind of more inclined to pick up this rocket launcher. Also, let's try it. Next time I'll grab the rocket launcher.
Congratulations on a successful fight.
You've acquired a main firearm. It's powerful, but requires manual aiming. Main firearms spend universal ammo to shoot. It's awarded in our many prizes as you progress through the tower.
Oh yeah, this is the first main firearm. Oh, I probably should have let her finish speaking before I... Oh my god. Oh. I forgot what the dodge button was for a second. Okay, yeah. I'm starting to see the vision with this now. Now we get that health back that we just lost. Jesus Christ. He got shot so fast, his animation didn't even finish playing before he died. I love it.
Well done, Morgan. Let's go ahead.
And I got some more ammo too. Oh, what? Can I hit this? That's funny. I guess I keep the combo going if I really wanted it. Does Blur speed me up? Because I feel like I'm going way faster than I was before. I'm happy with the sidearm I have now, so. Let's go for some more ammo. Ah. Oh, this is such a difference. No longer scared of people with bombs anymore. I need you to drop that rocket right now. Oh, we don't even have to finish. Let him come in.
Well, that was...
Good Lord.
Loved it.
Movement speed is increased, replaces the dodge with a dash that leaves a burning trail. This reminds me of some of the Warframes, actually. I forgot who it was, not Gauss. Well, actually, kind of Gauss. Like if Gauss and Oberon were fused into one Warframe, because Oberon had the whole hollowed ground passive with his ability. Not even passive, it was an active ability. If you spawn the hollow ground, people just start burning if they were in it. I miss Warframe sometimes. I just can't keep donating the time to it.
Well done.
I still occasionally come back to it. I guess I would compare it to Destiny players whenever they come back to revisit Destiny just to see how the game is doing in its current state. Or like how people do it with any mainstay MMO, really. Or like live service game. That's how it was with the finals. The finals is still doing really well. They've been adding new modes. I think they have a new season going on currently. Fun game. I just wish it ran better on PC. Even though I've been playing it on PlayStation. Oh my god. Look how fast I am. Oh yeah.
Yes, we want more.
Not even worried about them anymore, man. Yeah, this game is gas. If these types of games are up your alley, I think you'd really like this one. Like if you play games like Sifu or even like beat 'em ups, like maybe Absalom, Double Dragon back in the day, Streets of Rage, Castle Crashers even. If you like roguelikes and you like games like this, I think there's another one coming out shortly. I can't remember what the name is, but it's a little realistic fighter made by another indie studio. I think it's like Hands of Blood, something crazy. I like this. All right, it's time for the run back. Oh my goodness, try running away.
Now the fight will become even more spectacular.
It just doesn't matter anymore. Nice.
Yes, 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 you did it.
Oh, he just,
Congratulations.
huh.
Well now, the next trials.
Blur is probably my favorite out of the augments. It just fits my playstyle, being able to dash and move and get around like that. Definitely, for sure. But I do want to see how crazy the other ones can get in the different playstyles that they lean into. Because Guardian, I'm pretty sure you're going to be the slow walking, moving object that's hitting people super hard and reflecting damage back to them. So that'll probably be the one I take if I want to practice parrying. But this one, it's like, oh, if you just want to be all around the map, dashing everywhere, beating people over the head before they can even retaliate. This is, I'm sorry, we got zombies? No, these look like more like mutants. Oh, that's why you don't want to just stay zoom in like this, I guess. Actually, his arm's gone. Reminds me of the demons you see in Yu Yu Hakusho in those earlier episodes. If I didn't say that already, I was definitely thinking it.
The curtain falls. Bravo.
Machine gun. Legendary weapon. Oh, okay. You didn't say we had legendary weapons. So this kind of reminds me of Cabin in the Woods, where you had all these different boxes the monsters were in. And it kind of makes me think, are we going in different areas that all have like these different crazy things going on? Are we transported to these places that have all these different monsters just to fight? And they're all just like in this one building?
You've reached the middle section of the tower. Here you find new enemies, and the difficulty of encounters is going to rise significantly.
Oh.
But remember your progress. Persevere, continue to improve your skills, and you'll conquer this section in no time.
See, this is the opposite of how Galacta makes me feel in Marvel Rivals. You'll be in the sweatiest game of your life in comp, and then lose by maybe 1 point, and just after this soul crushing loss, all you hear is, oh.
Well, can't win them all.
Hated every time. Hated every time. Oh, okay. I didn't realize this machine gun shot nukes. Maybe they did say that in like the fine print of the actual gun when I picked it up, but I didn't look. That's on me. I wonder if he changes his stance based upon. Oh, okay. What implant he's using? Need you. Not summoning more people. Is that everybody? Please summon us, everybody. Yes. Okay. Cool. 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 A new spine?
Over. You win.
When you're targeted by powerful or crushing attack, slows down time and restores shields. Give me that. You shouldn't have. I can activate my Sandevistan.
During the
I do hope we see more cyberpunk animated TV shows.
a negative state. They can be quite debilitating.
I didn't realize.
Please note that they're accumulated gradually and only become dangerous when fully accumulated. Most negative states will quickly degrade over time.
Okay, good to know. Good to know. I'm gonna need more ammo. We have a legendary gun. I just had some weapons. I can get some more weapons, but this legendary gun.
Beautiful.
I don't like this room. That's not who I wanted to lock onto. All right. Oh, I didn't even realize he could still hit me. Oh my God, he's dodging everything. Wow, he really is dodging everything. Parry this. Oh, yo. The weaves are crazy.
The blood. The carnage.
I had to solve my problems the American way for a second there.
Doesn't it?
Shooting builds up burn on enemy. I need that. We are one piece away from having a full set. I really want to see what that's like. I really want to see what these different synergies all look like. Survive the blob invasion? That's what that was? So all these different parts of the tower, do they all have different gimmicks then? Like the bottom being thugs and ruffians?
Most of your attack.
Now we're fighting mutants?
The right way to defeat them is to wait till they attack and parry that attack.
That makes sense.
They can, however, evade only a limited number of shots.
Okay. Let's go over here. I was wondering about it because he was just like, it felt like I was Neo fighting Agent Smith for the first time. He's moving out the way of everything. Please follow safety rules. Keep out from dangerous liquids. Keep out from heavy equipment while being operated. Follow painted information, lines, and signs. Call office phone in case of any suspicious. Report office in case of any issues. Okay, I don't think we were actually supposed to read any of that. Oop. So that's where we will go if we want a new gun. That's where we go if we want more tokens. Guns or money? Guns or money? Let's... I don't know how much stuff costs up here, but I also want a new gun, so... Though to be fair, that means we're probably gonna have to pry from some dead enemy's corpse. Oh, that's not good at all. Thank goodness they're both in sync. Wait, okay, so they don't attack over here. I can just wait. I can just wait. We work smarter, not harder. I don't know if this kills them though. Oh, well, that answers that question. All right, cool, they're gone. Oh, no, not again, not again, not again. I got tired. What is that? I'm sorry, what is he summoning? I want no parts of whatever you are, sir. Oops. It's like trying to lock me into aiming on certain people. this game have aim assist? What is... Okay, that's fine. Got parried and I punched him in the face with a rocket.
Morgan, do you want to talk about it? Of course you don't.
You just couldn't stop me. Yes, okay, so this is the last piece we need. Finishing a combo with a light attack, you make an addition. Yeah, we know about that. That's what I wanted. So that's why he looked like he was all kitted out to start. Because every run, your goal is to be fully kitted out. And have that synergy going on. Chinatown, workhorse. Is this a grease gun? This one deals increased damage to mutants though, so we should take this. I wouldn't call these human beings.
You did it. Let's move on.
What are these? I need to know. Okay, that's what they are. They explode. Ugh. That sounds nasty.
Really, Morgan? Just shoot the motherfuckers next time. They can only evade so many bullets.
I didn't have enough bullets. That's money. That's tokens. Let's get the tokens. Actually, what if can we change our minds? Nope. Once we choose, that's it. Okay, cool. We are so agile. I don't know what you are, but I want no parts of that. I'm treating some of these people like they have the cheese touch. I'm sorry, did he just disappear? All right. And you have Mr. Fantastic reach. They're trying to dodge and they're doing a good job. The problem is I'm too fast for them to keep dodging. Look at that. Like he's weaving me. Leave that. Did we both just do the same attack? Did they collide? Yeah, so this was the right choice. I feel like a speedster. This must be like what the Flash feels like every day. Funnily enough, if I remember correctly, like for him, the world moves so slowly that having a normal conversation is just a pain.
Energy field.
I can't remember if that's him or if that's another speedster.
Add your opponent's high resistance to all forms of damage. When you attack an enemy protected by such a field, the damage is partially transferred to the field's generator floating above their heads until it is eventually destroyed. It is more effective to just shoot the generator with your main firearm, however.
Okay. I'm not gonna lie, when I read on some of the stuff the Flash can do with some of his feats, I'm just like, yo, some of this is just sounds like straight up bullshit, bro. But it's so funny, like listening to some of his feats and things that he can do. Like he can run so fast, he can look at the back of his own head while running. I said, who wrote this? And that crossover between him and Sonic, where he was talking about how fast he could actually run, and he said, oh, that's cute. People can still measure your speed. Looks like that the boss is Soul Calibur. All right. This person looks like, how big on MMOs are you? I used to be very big on MMOs. Like I've played quite a few in my time. I've played Wizard 101. I've played World of Warcraft. I've played RuneScape. I've played some lesser known ones like Bots Online, Two Moons, Rumble Fighter, Latel, Trickster Online. What is it? Tales of Pirates. I played Elder Scrolls Online, yeah. I think it's pretty solid if you're looking for an MMO to play with a controller. If you like the world of Elder Scrolls already, you'll probably enjoy that one. The combat could be better. It's a little floaty, but if you can get past that, there's a lot to experience with that game that's really nice. Like, if you like Elder Scrolls, if you like MMOs, I'd absolutely recommend giving that one a try, because I do love the voice acting. There's a lot of it. There's a lot to do there. Oh, they are? Oh yeah, they have no choice, because they were working on, for those who don't know, it is how I want to actually combine the gaming news. For those who don't know, they were actually working, oh my god, different phases? They were working on a different MMO. You say you still haven't booted this game up. It's just been sitting there since I bought it. How you feeling about it? Oh, what's up, Rage? Really fun if you like games like this. For instance, if you played any of the old Batman Arkham games, this feels like it has that blueprint, but with a roguelike twist. A roguelike twist, however you want to say it. Where you get different abilities, you get different power-ups, you get set bonuses for sticking with certain abilities and certain bonuses that do different things. Right now, I'm running the Blur set, which gives me access to feeling like a speedster essentially, but also burn damage. There's a big giant skill tree with some nightmares that adds multiple different play styles. So yeah, there's a lot to do. When I say big skill tree, I mean big skill tree. Not more so what you would see in typical RPGs or roguelites, like maybe like Slay the Spire or Dead Cells or things of that nature, but much more closer to what you see in Path of Exile, where there's just so many different abilities and skills you can just get. And if you have someone who maybe your playstyle is a little more in a person's face, a little more brawly, there's something for you there. Maybe you like dodging all around the map, moving really quickly, there's something for you there. Maybe you don't want to scrap. Maybe you want to settle this the old-fashioned way. Maybe you just want to shoot somebody, and then there's a playstyle for you there. Different abilities, different weapons, different skills, different ways to play. It's all very simple. The game doesn't make you spend 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours to unlock all that stuff. From jump, you get access to a lot of different things and a lot of different playstyles, so you can just go out and do it. Really fun, really fun. But going back to like the Elder Scrolls Online and other MMOs like that, if you're, I didn't know they were redoing it, but I was gonna say they probably have to, because ZeniMax was working on a new MMO, and Phil Spencer came in himself, said he loved it, the higher ups loved it, the executives love it, and still to this reason we don't fully know, they canceled it. So that caused a few people from ZeniMax who ended up being jaded from the fact that the MMO, one of the guys actually came out and said and talked about it. He said it was a game he spent his entire career waiting for. His entire career, he was waiting to be given an opportunity like that. He finally got it. It was ripped away from him in one boardroom meeting. So he left and started his own studio called Sackbird Studios. And so now he's working on something different, and hopefully we'll see something from them within the next couple of years or months. But it's just unfortunate, man. But yeah, there's different bosses. Rage. This game has a lot more depth than you would expect for a game like this, if I had to describe it any sort of way. Oh my god. They're both evading me. This isn't fair. Let me love you. How do I even... Am I gonna have to parry? I think we're gonna have to parry. I think that's gonna be the running gag here. This ain't fair. Okay, so we have to be patient. She just ran at me to bait an attack from me. Man, where my hug at? Like, that's how I feel right now. Where my hug at? Hit him with the... Thank you for having a streak up, Rage. I appreciate that. Hit him with that. What's your name? What's your number? She just decided not to attack me. I don't know if that's a... Bro, please. What do I do here? Gotcha. No. Okay, okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Morgan, fight!
Oh, thank goodness. I just sent it to for future review. They had a review an hour ago on IGN. Yeah, that game is pretty old. It's a big issue the MMO genre has been going through for quite some time, where the genre is just growing stagnant. Every time a new MMO comes out, here's what happens every time without fail. The new MMO comes out, people try it, they say, oh, this game doesn't have enough content to compete with all these other MMOs that have been out for the last 2 decades.
Right after the commercial.
All my friends are on a previous MMO, or this one just ends up not being as good because it wasn't given a time or resources to release. So you know what happens? The new people who get brought into the genre from that MMO see things like Guild Wars 2, Final Fantasy 14, World of Warcraft, and you know, your other ones like Lost Ark that still have a big audience, maybe like your Path of Exiles if those have some overlap. And people just go play those games instead because they have a bigger audience, they have maybe their friends are on there, or they just generally have more content because they've been out longer. So the genre stays stagnant. Like New World, what New World did was an anomaly when it came in, when it released, when Amazon put their money behind it, because then you had a big giant publisher who could afford to take a little bit of a hit financially. You had a bunch of people who really enjoyed it, who came into the game. The problem is they had no vision.
It's unbelievable.
They were just throwing things into the game because they thought they looked cool. Like at one point they admitted they were throwing things like Obelisk in there just to try and gather some interest. You said you're all about WoW way back, and then your friends left and you only pop in for the first 2 months of each expansion. Try every new big MMO that would drop, lose interest in like 2 months. I just can't stay interested in MMOs anymore. Yeah, not to mention their giant time sinks. You have to have the time to get into the MMO before you can even play it. And that's if the first couple of levels are actually interesting enough to even keep you. Because a lot of MMOs, people rush to the end game. They try to get to all the good content and to the enjoyment there. But if you're someone who is working 12, 16, 8 hours a day even, you have all these different responsibilities and obligations in life just in generally. What do you mean I gotta get through the first 60 levels to actually enjoy playing the game? That's an issue. It's like telling somebody, oh yeah, man, you know, I use this example because I've seen it happen so many times. Yeah, man, One Piece is great. Just get through those first 500 episodes and you'll finally enjoy it. Like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not telling other people to do it. Like, I've done it because I grew up with One Piece. I'm not going to sit here and tell a brand new person to go and watch it past the first couple hundred episodes. Not to mention, they say the first season is finally finishing. I thought this is like season 16. What do you mean that this half of One Piece is just the first season? And One Piece is one of my favorite anime of all time, but I still would not tell somebody brand new to go watch it. I would rather tell them to read the manga if they're really that interested, because you will speed run past all the horrible pacing that's in the anime, all the filler, and still get everything you need from the anime. You're fine with the grind, but the combat, even the raid dungeon fights, just get so formulaic and you feel like it's dragging. Give me a real FPS MMO. Give me a real hack and slash MMO. Tell you this target, yeah, the tab targeting. I'm not a big fan of it either. If people enjoy it, you know, I fully get it. It's just not for me. It seems so dated at this point. Like, even when I go back and play MMO like DC Universe Online, like, I love comic books, I love anime, I love manga. So anytime I see something like that, like how Soul Worker was, I'm much more inclined to try it. But it's just, give me something different, please. It's like, if you're developing a new MMO in this day and age, I want to see something different. Like, justify why your game should exist to me, please, and I will support it if it's good enough. Like, it's a product you're selling us. It's like, I'm all for supporting what you love, but I'm all for what you want to support has to be good. If you want people to come out and support it, like, sometimes people will buy into the idea of a game, a lot of times, but like, come on, man. Can you imagine if Destiny had a real MMO structure, if Borderlands had an MMO structure? Yeah, for sure. Turn Destiny to a real MMO. What's crazy is, at first they tried so hard to build it as a shared world looter shooter.
Stoner Woodworks says J.Deep says, if we're talking about pivoting, I sure have some spaces you can pivot to. Pivot slow. Pivot fast. Pivot deep. Just for the love of God, please don't stop pivoting. I'm talking chafing. I'm talking bruises. I'm talking soreness in muscles the next day. Pivot me, daddy. Pivot me good.
This man Jay is hilarious. I almost died reading, like listening to that. Oh, he's so good at what he does. He has such a way with words. I thought we were gonna get off today without an incident. I would have an explanation. I don't think I could give one to anybody. I don't think I owe anyone an explanation. It's 2026. We're past explaining. If you know, you know. This man's ore farming while trying to murder me. They did say this things are gonna get hard, much harder, and they were not kidding. I should have just parried that.
Stoner Woodworks says, oh, now you know if we're doing something, it's gonna be getting off, you handsome fucker.
I beg your pardon.
Oh no.
I beg your pardon.
Oh man. Oh, okay. We're heading where the money's at. I don't want a new gun because that means I have to fight somebody with guns. I need some health. Pivot. Yeah, so what's crazy is Arc Raiders actually was gonna end up suffering from something like that too if they weren't careful. Because at first that game was supposed to be PvE only. Since we're on the subject of pivoting. And now that game is like one of the most played games of 2025 besides no, actually no, I think it was one of the highest played games on there in terms of shooters and like live service games. Any big releases we've gotten as well. Because so many people are loving it, like so many people are experiencing that game for what it is. Like that is truly what I think about when I think of like modern live service games now. Besides of course your Fortnite or League of Legends, your games like those of course. Speaking of that, even League of Legends is getting overhauled now. Hold on, let me just... That aim assist is strong. I am out of ammo. So because I have this set and because they reward me with health for getting combos, I'm able to basically rebuild my entire health bar. I'm sorry? You look like somebody you catch in Expedition 33. Okay, you have bombs. I can't hit you. Is he freezing me? Gotta hold the Uzi sideways for more damage. But yeah, I was just telling everybody earlier that this is what I'm going to be doing. Like this is how the structure of the streams will be in the future. For those who weren't here earlier, I'll save you like the long drawn out speech. I'll give you the spark notes. Essentially, I'm doing gaming news. I'm stopping gaming news. I'm still going to be talking about it just because this makes me happier. That's essentially the gist of everything. And I think that if the other people have thought about doing something similar, where if you want to get into something that you like or that you have an interest in, do it. See if you like it. And if you don't, if you get into trying something new and you don't like it, stop doing it. Don't force it. All I want is a happy max. Same. I appreciate that. There'd be some people be like, what you mean you're not doing it anymore? But I think I've been lucky enough to where everybody who's in here generally does not care what it is that I do, as long as I'm enjoying it, which is nice because not every streamer has that. There are a bunch of big streamers who all they play is Call of Duty, or all they'll play is Arc Raiders or any battle royale game because it's all they can do, because it's all their community wants to see them do. Whew. Which is nice, so thank y'all for that. Ooh. I'm sorry, you gotta go. I'd be surprised if you still wanted to fight. When dashing through an enemy, that enemy takes light damage. Ooh, okay. I need this.
What a
No!
and utter disappointment.
He just swung anyway.
This match.
He just swung anyway. He did not care about what I was doing. That was a good run. That was a really good run. I don't hate that. I don't hate that. Oh, we actually unlocked some more sets. So there's different implant sets. So I'll be able to explain to you a little more about what this game is about so far, Rage. Like, this is my first impressions, first attempt from it. The controls are really responsive, and I do like what I'm playing and what I'm experiencing. Because this has some depth to it. This even has a co-op mode. So if you or another friend have Steam or even want to just play it on the same computer, you can.
You can now trigger major synergy by collecting 4 implants from the same set. Be aware that while it grants you some powerful buff,
And this happens every time you unlock a new skill.
certain type of damage.
So that's really cool as well. In this game, you don't just become super overpowered and super strong. Like, you can, as long as you play your cards right. But you have to be very cognizant about what you're picking and what you're accepting. Yeah, I just wanted to stop being bold in this game. Defeat all waves in arena 2, 3, 5, 6. I just want some new outfits, man. But like, this is the skill tree. This is what I meant when I said it's much more akin to something like you would see in Path of Exile. Because a skill tree this size for a game like this is crazy. A roguelike beat 'em up? Moves negative effects of major synergies. That's what I wanted. And then this allows me to survive instead of dying immediately when I'm doing one of these runs. So I need that as well. Like, there's just little things, right? Like getting extra abilities when you get implants. The fact that you have to unlock synergy with multiple implants. And then you get a debuff when you get multiple implants, but also a major buff when you do. It's in this game, what I'm seeing is some stuff it feels like they might have just had an upgrade just for the sake of having it, but it makes sense immediately when you realize how much of this stuff actually ties into each other. Like, you having implants isn't just a net bonus. There are certain things that you get in this game where it's like, okay, well, let's say you're getting tankier, like you're getting more health, you're getting buffer, you're getting more armor, you're gonna be slower. You're not going to be zipping around the map like how I just was. You're going to be this one giant moving object and everybody's going to be able to attack you. You're going to be more durable, but you're going to feel like it. Like, it's going to start feeling like you got a wagon back there that you're just dragging around. Let's see here. I love more augments. And all these have their different amounts and what they do, so you can kind of just like tailor them to your playstyle. And there's even more weapons that I haven't even gotten to yet, and so far I've been playing this game for like 2 hours. Electric baton, I can really turn into Nightwing. But this is one of those games that I think probably isn't getting the love it deserves. It's one of those hidden gem games that you might catch on the sale really expecting nothing, and then it ends up being really good. I also guess we probably aren't getting that many cosmetics because we have so many different things that just naturally transform your what's the word for it? Looks anyway. Brutal kills restore weapon durability energy. Let's take that. I didn't know this doesn't replace your cosmetic. Oh wait, am I missing anything else? I didn't grab everything. I haven't gotten this yet. A nano scalpel? This breaks armor and causes people to bleed? try it. But how? Whoa, I'm sorry. What was that? Yeah, they. Oh, that's them swinging into the map. I got so confused for a second. I'm killing them so fast they can't get through their animations. Your melee weapon damage increases for 10% for each negative status on an enemy. Durability melee weapons decreased by 25%. I think that stacks better with this one.
Let's clean out the arena.
So maybe this one is all about aggression, durability, and just making the most out of the different items you get. That's at least the first impressions I'm getting from it. I'll definitely be playing more of this game in the future. I know in February, for those who are curious, I'm definitely going to be starting this Resident Evil playthrough. I really want to try it out and see how that game's going to be. There's so many games coming out this year. I don't even think I got a chance to play every other game that was nominated for even Game of the Year last year. Like, I played a few. I'm still working through them. But there's just so many. There's so much. He tried to shoot me, but I switched him down first. Ooh, I almost hit myself. I also do like that you can block bullets and that you can parry. All right. And just little touches like that, because in any other game, that thing would have just came out the ground and their bodies would have stayed there. But it just shows me that pretty much everything interacts with each other. Not only the systems, but the objects, the different characters. I kicked someone's head into the wall and there was an indent formed in the wall and I could have just missed it, but I did notice it. It's just very interesting to see the amount of detail that was put into this that you could just easily miss that it's just here. Like in certain rooms, you'll start seeing cameras that'll render your character in real time. I really do enjoy stuff like that. It feels much more akin to a game show. Let's get the max health. We're gonna need that for later. But it almost feels like a third-person Hades almost, in terms of the room structure and a roguelike structure, where you're going from space to space and it's showing you what you have here. Like, this is something I enjoy, because instead of us having an overhead camera, it's over the shoulder. You're in the action. You have all these different executions and animations that play, but you also have a lot of freedom in terms of how you want to play. And the combat just feels really good and responsive. Like, if I just wanted to play this for like 2 hours and never pick it up again, I could, and I wouldn't feel any type of way about that. Like, not every game that comes out has to be this long, drawn out story. This, what is it? Crazy performances in a video game. Like, no, let it be a game. Let me enjoy playing it. Let me spend some time with it. Let me, you know, enjoy those few moments and then turn it off and move on with my day. So like, I don't know what this means.
That was good.
Electric rod. That's what they used to call. I'm just playing. I had to stop myself from making a bad joke. Okay. Oh! What does that do? Oh. So different environmental attacks and weapons? I parried too early. That's fine though. Keep forgetting to use that ability. That's a new boss I hadn't seen before. Oh. parried that pretty nicely, actually. Oh, we got his timing down. We got it down.
Oh, this is painful. More cameras on Morgan.
I literally ripped the man's heart out of his chest. I'd be surprised if it wasn't painful. Maximum health increases for every 3 kills? Give me that. Plus it increases the melee attack damage and stuff too. I need that. So this is what I mean, Rage. Or also for anybody else who may be curious about this game. It rewards your different playstyles and things that you want to do. It doesn't force you into playing this one particular style of way. It gives you a bunch of choices and it's like, oh, hey, do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? Like, that's pretty cool. It is RNG, but you also have so many different choices to make. Just for me, everyone else close your ears.
Clever fuckers, right, Morgan? Tricky. And their weapons have range.
I want a new weapon though. And it's challenging. This game doesn't hold your hand and really try to force all this information on you. There's a terminal at the beginning. If you want it, it lets you read certain things, but it also explains things to you over time. What's this game about? So far, what I can gather, Liv, is your man trying to go back and get to his family. But the only way he can actually get to his family is by fighting through this game show and making it out by killing everybody else, beating the final boss, and finally being escorted out. I'm thinking either he committed some form of crime or was accused of some form of crime, because when you first play this game, it's like, oh, legally, you with your actual legal capabilities, here's what you're allowed to do versus what you can do. And as you're fighting, you get all these different cybernetics, all these different abilities, and all these different implants, provided that you do want them. And you fight to get better abilities and combat capabilities to accomplish that goal of seeing your family again. He's referred to as this Butcher of Steingrad, I believe. I'm trying to like remember what the actual place was, but either we've done something terrible or we've been accused of doing something terrible. And now we're fighting for the right to go home. Every time you die, you are reconstructed and brought back to life while losing some of your memories, I guess thereby stripping you of some more of your humanity. So maybe you might even forget why he's even doing this in the first place if he dies enough times. Granted, if you stay alive long enough, you're alive long enough to remember and get some of your memories back. So far, story-wise, it hasn't really had too much of an impact on what I've played thus far, but I'm still relatively early. And you can see things like what your overall implants are, the weapons you're carrying, your augmentations, your mutations if you have them, the controls, the combos you're capable of, which apparently there's still some other things I can do. Super moves, status effects, and this game does a pretty good job of presenting its mechanics and stuff to you over time. You have an AI companion who seems to tell you what you're capable of as you start unlocking abilities. So if you click something and you may have like glossed over it, she's like, oh, here's how it's used, here's what you can use it for. And as you go along certain enemies and certain mechanics, she also explains those as well. Like certain, that's how I found out you can block bullets, essentially. And even a game show host, in between him talking to you, he'll always come back and say like, oh, hey, you know, here's what you should have done in that situation that got you killed. Or sometimes he'll just talk trash about you and move on with his day. He's like, if you didn't want to die, you should have just did this instead. Couldn't be me. Okay, so maybe I need to stay here and kill enemies? Or do they have to die in here too? All right, boys, I need you to come closer. I need to do a social experiment. Oh! Sir, please. I need you to fight to the death with me, but not like that. Okay, so yeah, like this right here. I have no idea what this is or why I'm doing it. But all I know is I have to kill 6 people. Oh, God. So like, yeah, what do I get? Oh, this is how you get different weapons. Hold on, wait. I could execute them. Oh, no. That's just more health. I didn't even know enemies dropped health. So little things like that. That's what I mean when the game lets you figure out stuff for yourself. Electric batons. Oh, I can finally unleash my inner Nightwing.
Let's clean out the arena.
I don't have the slutty bodysuit on though, so it's not quite Nightwing, but it's close. It is close. Man. I'm like, who let him put this on? Who let him outside like that? No wonder he's always out at nighttime. He's not stopping crime. It's like when you get your hair cut, you're like, let me run a few more errands. Let me take the long way home. You know, you start saying hey to people you don't normally talk to. Like, man, I look too good for nobody to see this today. I can parry that too. Oh my god, I got body blocked. Oh my god, please, please. I have a family at home, I think, if I remember at this point. Whose ice is this?
Oh, Morgan. I think you're gonna be famous.
Oh. Oh, he's dead. All right. Easy work, never panicked for a second.
Bravo, Morgan.
But yeah, you see how he's hyping me up right here? The fakest I've ever seen. Because the moment you die, he's like, oh man, you suck. You're ass. You're not good. Like, this man is both your biggest supporter and biggest op. But it is a good dynamic. It is a good dynamic, and he is entertaining. Which, yeah, you're on a game show, by the way. I probably should have mentioned that. You're fighting to the death and people are watching. And the cheers you're all hearing, he makes sure to let you know all the cheers you're hearing are pre-recorded. Man is just hating just to hate. But he let me know that, like, I could really be stepping my game up. I'm not hating enough. So if you want to profit from any of these murders, you have to make sure you're murdering them in the same area that you're standing in. Oh, you get protection for staying here too? This is where I make my stand. And of course, all these ranged enemies happen to pop up. I'm not waiting for y'all. I think this is relatively new with the actual augment I'm using. A hammer? No. What I like too is that as I'm mid swing, I can use my skills and abilities immediately.
You survived. Great.
So this kind of reminds me of Stranger Things. Having a facility like this, things are breaking out, people are experimenting with something they should have never touched in the first place. Sounds like Stranger Things. I heard people are really split on the finale. I'm not gonna say anything like as far as spoilers or anything. One, because I'm not caught up in it, but two, I also don't plan on watching it. But I also don't know if anybody else is. I know somebody who hates the ending. I know a few people who like it. I think it really just depends.
It's hard to find good help these days.
Oh, what's in here? A wheel? Why would I gamble here? What? 100% less ammo or like getting infinite? If I'm reading this correctly, is that infinite ammo or no ammo? kind of want to gamble. I kind of don't want to gamble. Why not? Hey, shooting does not cost ammo or energy. Spread and recoil reduced by 50%. Ranged damage is increased by 25%. All right, let's go. Let's go home. Let's go home. I got what I wanted. I got what I wanted. Are you blocking the knife? All right, bet. Oh, this is great. Oh my God. Oh, you know what? I think he was blinking because I could have glory killed him. Yeah, is that what this is? No, okay, he was just damaged. Turns out getting shot has a unique way of traumatizing people. Even monsters. I would like this.
Well done. Take a break until next fight.
All right, more health, more weapons. Let's get some health. All right. Oh, so that's just a status effect triggering every time, I think. This thing sounds brutal. Like, too many times you have games like this where they're afraid to make guns strong. But here they've managed to find a decent balance. At least my first impressions on it. Oh my God. That was horrifying. Looks like some eldritch entity. When I up this pole, I'm switching on everybody. I'm talking about everybody. Modern problems require modern solutions.
Morgan, do you want to talk about it? Of course you don't.
Throwing weapons, yeah, returns like boomerang, losing durability. Oh, we get more melee weapon durability, more melee weapon damage. What is this called? Source? Summons an allied spray with a rocket launcher. Allies explode upon death. I'm doing full sets at first. What I want to do is I want to collect each full set and then I want to start combining them. Just because you get achievements and trophies for like having each full set. And I'm kind of a sucker for trophies and achievements. Once I know they exist. Oh, hey. Dash attack deals increased damage and even more when using a weapon. Dash and dodge leave behind a frosty mist. Okay, so blur is ice and this is... I'm sorry, blur is fire and this is ice. Every health recovery also restores melee weapon durability. Brutal kills create waves of terror, which prevents enemies from attacking you for 5 seconds. Plus you get cold damage resistance. Where did my ankles go?
You beat everyone up.
You beat everyone up. Those men are dead. I think I did a little more than just beat them up.
What? All these degenerates and none were able to hit their target properly? Fired, all of them.
I wonder if you get fired, do you get brought back to life just to be told you've been let go from your job? That'd be kind of crazy. Literally giving your life to a company. That's kind of dark. Let's not think about that right now. Oops. Try pressing left bumper to parry instead of right bumper. Oh, okay, so that's what he does if he gets overwhelmed. Good to know. I cut his arm off with a dagger. Remember, if you hold your gun sideways, you get a stylish bonus, which does more damage. Watch your show Severance on Apple TV. I heard Severance was really good. I think you're like the second person to tell me. I might actually have to start it now. Because I was interested in starting Severance. I recently been watching a lot of trippy shows and movies. Like I watched Predestination. I watched, what's another one I just recently saw? Tenet, not too long ago. I'm sorry, did you just flip? You did. It's funny too because they evade really quickly, but they can only evade so much. Okay, okay, that can be good for me. Oh, the status effects on the top left. Okay. Ooh. Can I use you as a shield? Ow. That answers that question. Sir, please. I was in a cutscene.
Congratulations on a successful fight.
I want to see what the syringe does. So your brain in two parts: a work you and a not work you. At work, no memory of the outside world or your life outside work. No memory of what happened at work. It's nutty. Oh, that sounds horrifying. Recoils reduced by 44%. Each hit restores 3% durability. Yeah, we're taking this. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna order to eat today. Look at me. I can't even recognize who I was before I came in here. This, you know what this kind of reminds me of? This art style with the actual layout. District 9. Do you guys remember that movie? It's horrifying, especially if at work you hates out of you. Wait. I'm sorry. I'm discombobulating myself. It's horrifying, especially if at work you hates out of work you and they become vengeful. Oh God. To be fair, I would hate out of work me too. Because what do you mean you decided to do this? What do you mean I have to spend every week? You know what? That probably sounds like something that's happened in the show. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna definitely watch it. I have to watch it on that premise alone because yeah, I absolutely do have a problem with you now. It's like what happened with Black Mirror, where, what was it? People could clone themselves and they were putting different versions of themselves within certain different pieces of technology. So like imagine you as you, but your whole goal and your whole existence is controlling someone's Alexa, for instance. Like instead of saying, hey Alexa, start this alarm, that's you. You're inside the machine starting someone's alarm and that's it. Whenever you're not in use, whenever no one's like using your services, you're sitting there just in an empty black void. I'm sorry, this is getting so dark. But like this is the type of stuff that reminds me of like different shows I've seen. But District 9 definitely felt like it could have started an entire TV series. And like there was more in that universe to find out. It was such a good concept for film. Stuff like that and Chappie. Ooh, we get the fluorescent. Oh, the electric sticks. Like movies and TV shows like those, I think have an important message that gets lost in translation because the people who need to hear those messages and needs to see them don't. But everybody else does. Oh, my frames. I imagine this isn't gonna do much damage to you. I don't know if he's dead or alive. Ow. You know what? Let me get out of that. I wish I had bullets. He poisoned me successfully. No. What is that on his head? I think we're already fully charged when we start this now. I'm waiting for that pull to go away. I'm sorry, is he just... That's crazy. Oh, this is like a longsword. This kind of reminds me of the Surge as well. I'm just going through like every sci-fi movie and video game and TV show in my head right now, man, because this just reminds me of so many different things. Like we've already discussed Cyberpunk, but now I'm just thinking of all the different things I've seen, like Ghost in the Shell. I need to go back and watch Blade Runner, both the first one and 2042. I really want to see those two movies. Like I said, Ghost in the Shell, Cyberpunk, Edge Runners was good. Tron, it reminds me of just a little bit. I get so sad when I think about Tron because I love that first movie.
Workers need electricity to stay alive.
But
procedure.
After seeing what Jared Leto did,
and would fail if the electrical current running through them suddenly stopped.
I even like the remakes a little bit. Because I believe the dude who starred in them was also the same dude who starred in the Star Trek remakes, if I remember correctly. I could be misremembering though. And yeah, for anybody that know, like, yeah, I am a big nerd. And there's nothing wrong with that. Gives Syrian fighting a boss adds 10% fire damage. Yo, how's the new job? Did not end up getting a new job, Anwar, but I appreciate you asking. I appreciate you asking. Been getting a bunch of different opportunities, but do not have a new job. Here's hoping though. Here is hoping. If you like the vibe of this game, try Ruiner. I played Ruiner. Yeah, Ruiner is fun. Ruiner is fun. I believe, is that the one with the... Because there's two things I'm thinking about. There's one where you play as a older soldier and he ends up going into... What's the word for it? To train with a bunch of Shaolin monks, and then they train him, and then his old soldiers come in and kill those monks, and you have to stop. You have to like stop them from doing that. And then there's the cyberpunk aesthetic one, which I think is the other one we're referring to right now, right? Yeah. Okay. That's Ruiner. Yeah. Nice PC. Did you build it before RAM and SSD prices jumped? Yeah. Luckily enough, like I was lucky enough to build this before they jumped, but the tariffs hit me. I got this before the RAM and SSD prices, but I could not make this before the tariffs. So I did end up paying a little extra for the case, unfortunately. But luckily that was the only thing I ended up paying extra for. Actually, I think the what is it? The PC case and the cooler, I think ended up being a little more expensive than I would have liked. But it is nice, so thank you for that. Thank you. Yeah, it's the Height Y70 Touch Infinite for anybody who's curious. I also do have a section in my panels, the About Me section, for anybody who may be curious on like the different PC parts and stuff. But yeah, I'll definitely give Ruiner a shot, Rage, if I do get some time to try it, because it was interesting to me. But I haven't played that one yet. I already have the cold damage, so let me see what happens. Wait. If I buy all of these, do I get all of them? Let's find out. Let's find out.
Сводка новостей на арктическом кабельном. Астрономы предупреждают, вот-вот должна вспыхнуть звезда Д Корона Бореалис. Звезда находится в созвездии Северной Короны.
Is there a way to see that?
Если вы собирались отправиться туда, мы советуем отложить поездку, так как термоядерная вспышка может произойти в любой момент.
Spinner mine. I don't think if I've unlocked that yet.
Астрономы советуют надеть темные очки и запастись попкорном. Зрелище будет.
It'll come to me. Hey Anwar, how have you been? We've just been talking about all these different cyberpunk forms of media and games and like movies and stuff. You know, something I haven't seen is Ready Player One. Yo, Matsume, what's up? What's up? Man, maybe I should have stopped doing gaming news a long time ago. Everybody's coming through. Get buried. We're currently trying out Kiborg, which is a nice beat 'em up with a cyberpunk aesthetic, and it's also a roguelite. Oh man, what Corsair's been doing? It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. Poison. Let's take that. I don't know if y'all have been seeing what's been going on with Corsair. The Cyberpunk topic, currently obsessed with another playthrough of Cyberpunk 2077. Funnily enough, now that we bring that up, one of the developers of Cyberpunk 2077 said one of the biggest reasons they didn't want to make the intro longer, because that's what some people have been requesting, like why, and wondering why didn't they make the intro longer so they could spend more time with you know who and you know who. For those who haven't played it, I'm trying my best not to give out spoilers here. They said it would be much more equivalent to like spending more time with Luke on Tatooine, or you know, those annoying areas where you have more time in a prologue. They just didn't see narratively the point, which on one hand I get, but I would like to spend more time, just a little bit, to get fully immersed in the world, because I really do like the world of Cyberpunk. The writing is dope, the atmosphere and the actual vibe you get, like they do a good job of immersing you into that role, into being V, into being what it's like being a mercenary in a world full of, in a city full of people who don't care about you, who don't give a about your existence. Like the world moves with or without you.
That's hell yeah!
That too. That too. That too. You do need to experience that loss kind of early to be angry for powering through some of those early quests right after. I get that too, because I don't think it would have hit as hard, but I also felt like, yeah, it is a little bit long. Like it's either you get a prologue like Cyberpunk 2077, or you get a prologue like Kingdom Hearts 2 and end up spending 60 hours in Twilight Town. One of my favorite games of all time, but that prologue is long as hell. To the point where even if I think about playing Kingdom Hearts 2 again, I'm like, I don't want to go through that prologue again. Like I like it, I enjoyed it, I look back on it fondly, but Twilight Town, I can't go back. Recently finished Phantom Liberty for the first time, and that was a good DLC. Yeah, because what's funny about that DLC is if you don't do the mission that starts it, you can actually end up failing the entire thing and get locked out of doing a DLC, which I thought was a bold move, but makes sense narratively. Like you can actually just end up not doing the DLC. Yeah, every newer final. Oh my god, stop shooting me, please. First 6 hours of gameplay contains 4 hours of cinematics. Like I get on one hand you want to build the world, but spare me, please. I think Final Fantasy 16 was really infamous for that. That's one of the more egregious examples too, because I noticed like those first couple of hours, like I think those first 6 or 8 hours are just cutscenes. Almost. Like more than half the demo is just cutscenes. Related weapons attack faster and inflict freeze points based on damage dealt. Played through Final Fantasy 16 and you said that felt like clocking into a part-time job with the movies you're watching. See, like you get it. Like they are some of the most beautiful and deep games, but also why am I watching this movie? I came here to play a game, not watch a movie. Free me. And that's the only Final Fantasy you ever played. You probably would like, if I had to give Final Fantasy to someone who didn't want to watch cutscenes all day, I'm like 2 seconds away from recommending Dissidia, but there's really not a lot of them that don't do that, if any, really. I can't think of any off the top of my head that don't have some super long intro. Even the old ones, like if I wanted to say 7 or 13 or even maybe the MMO, but even the MMO does it. Play the first 2 FF games, it's like NES and SNES, yeah, low-key. I just wouldn't know. And yeah, like they are good games and they do a good job of what the purpose is for world building and really immersing you into like the politics and everything you need to know. But yeah, it's just so long. It's so long. Like I love a good story. Like I love a good lore dump. I love a good lore dump. Like I absolutely adore when movies and video games and comic books, anime, whatever it is, takes the time out to explain to me what I'm stepping into. But I also do have that appreciation for companies that don't want, like games that don't do that and just throw you in as the world doesn't care about you. Like one of my favorite things is playing an RPG and you find out more about the world through experiencing it, and it does a good job of conveying that to you. Like games like Kenshi or Outward, or the like old school CRPGs like Baldur's Gate, even, where you're just kind of thrown in, and it's like, yeah, here's a little bit of window dressing, telling you a little bit about the world, but for a matter of fact, you just play through most of it. It's like, yeah, I don't have to tell you how much these two people hate each other.
Sure.
I can just show you how much they hate each other. Like, I can show you this person probably poisoned somebody's like kid and child, and these two people, I can say how much they've been feuding for the last few years, or I can show you them in the middle of a battle between the two families and how much they're trying to kill each other, so you can just see how much they hate each other. I don't have to tell you. I can just show you, and show you the consequences that come alongside that. And I can give you the opportunity to choose like what horrible things you want to do, or you could be the one that bridges the gap between the two families and finally puts an end to this like thousands and thousands of years of bloodshed potentially. Or you could just go out and wipe out both families, or wipe out a clan. I think a game that does a good example of that is Fallout New Vegas. Because in that one, you have all these different factions who've been around for way longer than you've been alive. And then you can come around and wipe out everybody. Like, you can kill Mr. House. You can wipe out the Brotherhood of Steel. You say you just hate those tiny people in Final Fantasy. They look like a baby but are 900 years old. So one, they're laying down history inside, the next they're asking you to give them a teddy bear. Yeah. Yeah, it's like the anime trope where it's like, oh, this person looks like a little kid, but they're thousands of years old. Can we get rid of that? That's a trope I wish we leave in the past. I'm dead. I'm alive. I'm about to die again. I can't hit them because this person's body blocking me due to the freeze. Never gonna get that lucky with a parry again. I can't parry, actually.
Such barbarity. Give me a...
They're freezing me and I'm freezing them. That's why it looks like we're fighting in slow motion, for anybody who does not know. But we just gained some health back, so we should be... Actually, we didn't get any health back for that. Wow. He threw his sword at me!
Again.
No! I didn't expect him to throw it! That's fine. That was the slowest sword throw I've ever seen in my life.
Lancers.
That was the slowest fight I've ever been a part of.
Attacks. The frontal assault of any kind against them is never recommended. Their attacks can be parried though. And the shields don't protect their backs.
You see how what she says is actually useful? I just wish she would have said it like, you know, when I was fighting them. Oh man. But yeah, Rage, this is what you'll see when you first boot this game up, right? It's an open arena, open area. This is like the hub area. And then it shows you like everything you can do, what you can do. I wonder if they actually used AI for that. That'd be crazy. Like, she sounds like AI because she's supposed to be AI, but I don't know if it's actual AI. But you also have like different stats and for different weapons and stuff that you can see here. Whew. But I think this is a good spot to stop. Otherwise, I'm gonna end up playing this game for another hour and I'm gonna forget to eat. But this game is very fun. Like, I enjoyed every moment I spent playing. And so far, this is crazy because I'm looking at it right now. This game has ultra wide support too, Rage, because I know you and I have some pretty big screens. There's multiple slots. There's apparently different difficulty levels, enhancements, which I've only achieved 5% of and 19%. So this game does have some replayability. I'm definitely gonna be playing this again. This is really fun. What was I gonna say? We're gonna be trying to beat that. Mine's drawing blanks right now. I play everything in 4K 165 VSync. Ain't no other way. I feel that. But I wanted to say thank you to everybody who decided to come by, who decided to show up. Really, really appreciate that, as well as the conversations that we had today. We'll more than likely be back Friday unless we're not. 4K too rich for my blood. Hey, you know, I really wish 1080p 60 FPS would be the baseline standard, so that it makes doing 1440p and 4K a lot easier on a wide scale. If we can get that, I'll be happy. But you know, we'll have to wait and see. Nvidia's doing this whole thing with DLSS now, where they're talking about the frame gen is going to be 6 times stronger than it is now. Hopefully we get more optimized games, so we won't have to use that many fake frames. After a certain point, it's like, do you wonder how many real frames are you going to get, and how many much more unoptimized games will it take until people start saying no? But that's a whole nother conversation, Tyler. It's not a discussion I plan on getting into right now. 480 and 720 just need to drop off the support spectrum. Yeah. But thank you for that, Jay. Thank you for being here, Rage, Matsume-san, Rayvon, Dre, Xavier, Nia. Oh my god, can I scroll? And can I snooze these ads? Oh my goodness. Tony. Hold on. I'm trying to like scroll through and see everybody. There we go. Anwar, Liv. And make sure I get rid of my nightmares. Morty. Anybody else who may also be in the background as well. Just in case I didn't get to you, doesn't mean I don't care about you, but thank you. If Max doesn't say your name, he don't love you. No. That's exactly what I was trying to avoid. But if you're lurking, subbing, chatting, throwing bits, whatever it is that you're doing, the fact that you guys chose to be here really, really means a lot. We're more than likely going to be playing some more Kiborg. Just because I've been really enjoying this. I'm prioritizing the fun. So that'll be nice. But I also do still plan to like make content and stuff here and there. So dropping the YouTube link. You guys can support your boy there. Been dropping some shorts consistently. I'm trying to make some different videos. Trying to figure out what it is that I want to make. But here's also the rest of my socials, because I do also post on Twitter and stuff as well. TikTok. Whatever that may be. Let me see who I'm going to be sending you guys to on the Twitch side of things. On YouTube, I know you can like raid people, but I'm not entirely sure how that works. Or even what the indications of raiding someone on YouTube would be. I don't even know if like that's something you have to set up separately or what. I'll look into it. But who am I going to raid? Actually, I'm going to be sending you guys over to a friend of mine by the name of Jonathan Punk. He's currently playing Escape from Tarkov. So if you guys could show him some love, would highly appreciate that. He's been starting to stream more and more consistently. So I'm sure he'd love to have you guys all there. He's pretty friendly, pretty receptive. But here's the first. I wasn't following you, most stuff fixed. It'd be like that. Sometimes it's like, oh, when someone, what's the word for it? Streams, or you'll catch somebody on YouTube, you're like, oh, I didn't know you have a YouTube channel or like a TikTok page. It'd be like that. I haven't really been promoting it like that either, though. So, you know, it just happens. But there's the first raid message for everybody sub to the channel. Here's the second raid message for everybody that isn't. Do know, regardless of whether or not you're subbed or whatever, I appreciate you guys either way. Like I said, your time is your most valuable asset, and the fact that you guys chose to spend it here means a lot. But I'll see you guys in the next stream. Hope you guys take it easy. Take care of yourselves. Exercise, drink water. Take some time to do some self-reflection. Maybe meditation if you've just been horribly stressed. Rage is on the YouTube side of things. Thank you. But that all being said, if you like something, do it. Don't complicate it. Just do it. Don't have any expectations. Don't feel as if it's an obligation. The moment it starts to feel like an obligation, maybe you stop having as much fun. That all being said, hope you guys have a wonderful day and or night. You're all wonderful people.